Hello, welcome to the next edition of KebbieG's specialty deck. Today we're going to be trying out Gruul Ramp through a league. And I'm super excited about trying this list out because we have the brand new cards, Archdruid's Charm, which I think really elevates this deck to a whole nother level. We did also get Sunken Citadel, which actually makes this deck a lot more consistent, more powerful. So those are the pieces that I think really have pushed this deck into a actual winning strategy. If you like Gruul Ramp, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification to be aware for future videos. This will be featured on Friday going forward, just because that gives you a day in between Wednesday and this episode to maybe watch last episode. So we're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together. We're almost at 1,000. 200 more subs. Let's get there. And let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So the deck list that I have for you guys today, I've been all day tweaking this deck, trying to come up with the exact perfect 60 main board, because Ramp does need a very good, well-positioned main board to be able to take game one, which is very important, especially against decks like Aggro, which is very critical. So I do think this is a perfect 60. With 2 Ugins, 1 Ulamog, because we don't want too many big fat things that are basically uncastable if we can't get there. The mid-range package of Cavalier Thorns and Hydra are pretty good setup pieces to get to the Ugin, get to the Ulamog, Atarka to, wipe the board out. I think 3 Atarkas is a good number. It is legendary, even though I think it's one of the best things you could have in your deck, especially against aggro, right? It's really nice to have. So also, I think 3 Up the Beanstalks lets us game 1 fight through blue-white control. Now, blue-white control is definitely one of the more trickier matchups that we're going to be able to have to face, but I think it's reasonable. 27 lands is what we're dealing with. 2 Besejus. We're trying out the 4 new commercial districts, so that way we can always Archdruid's Charms in the mid-game, get that, surveil, make sure we're not drawing another land, or if we make sure we are hitting our land, if we have a bunch of good solid threats in hand. Sanctum of Ugin, this is the card that I'm debating about even if I want it in the deck. If you have any considerations or discussions about that, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's not worth it. It is quite good if when we bring in Role Breaker against control, but outside of that matchup, it's not necessary. And oftentimes it can lead to a weird position with Archdruid's Charms. We need triple green by turn 2 or turn 3, depending if we graze it or not. Sideboard, though, we do have 2 Abrades for a little bit of removal and artifact hate. 3 Damping Spheres to push Lotus Field out. It is going to be very difficult to beat Lotus Field in this deck, but hopefully we can pull that off. 2 Stone Brains, 4 Lotus Field, Amalia, any kind of combo decks, and control. 2 Hearses for Graveyard Hate. 3 Kozilek's Return, because it's 1 red and it is instant speed, which is quite nice with Archdruid's Charm, so we could do one or the other depending on the situation. Also, it works with our Eldrazi's, and it's only, like I said, it's 1 red, which is very important since red is a very light splash. 1 Hornet Queen, because it just clogs up the board really good, all Death Touchers, so there's a good chance we could trade off a lot of our threats. 2 World Breakers for control, other matchups like that. Also, it's kind of relevant if there is a matchup where there's a lot of artifacts and enchantments. We'll be able to exile them. That is our Gruul Ramp list we're trying out through a league today. So no further ado, let's see the deck in action. Canal. Alright, so this is definitely Phoenix. And passes. Draw another land. That's kind of like a safety net here. Play the Grazer. That comes down. Play a Sunken Citadel. On green. Say go. Steam Vents. Tapped. So my best bet is to Caryatid and tap land. Say go. Pathway and passes. Hydra comes down. It definitely still can get Lightning Axed. That is something. So we're going to get the District, I think. Pass. Here comes the Axe. Nope. Prismari Command. Consider. There's the Axe. And the Impulse. Comes back a Phoenix to get in for 3 points of damage. Take our beats. Up the Beanstalk. Glimpse. Then my deck. Caryatid. Pass the turn. Shredder. And another Shredder. Take my beats. Ugin. Draw a card. Okay, I'm paying -4. Say go. Free the Fae. Passes. Based. Uptick. Dome you. Plays Sunken Citadel on red. Pass the turn. Plays another Free the Fae. He did ditch a Arclight Phoenix. So you can get it back. All he could do, I guess, is 2 Arclight, so he could kill the Ugin now. But he needs one more spell, right? Because Mari command hits at the 3. Somehow has 3 Arclight Phoenixes. All right, that is something. Boom, Tarka. Boom, shock those bad boys. Tap land. Say go. So Treasure Cruise. Coast. Impulses. Axe. Impulses. Prankster. And a Prankster. Swings at me. Yeah, we have to trade. We're at 2. Hydra. That's not going to win. Okay. So Hornet Queen is pretty decent here. And so is Hearse. So I could probably go down 1 Hydra. Or maybe I keep the Hydra down to Tarka. Ulamog might be too slow, given our current situation. Maybe 1 Caryatid. I don't like that. So we play Stomping Grounds, tap, say go. Slide a hand for the opponent. So we play Beseiju. Play the Caryatid, say go. And the reason why I think Caryatid is better is because this decreases my land count by 1. Yeah, so I'm more likely to draw land. So we glimpse, take a forest, up the beanstalk, draw a card, say go. Hits me for 2, take it, Cav, draw. We're going to take the district here. Bottom, Sunken Citadel on green, say go. So Steam Vent's untapped. Fable and the Mirror Breaker, probably no attacks. We're going to overwhelm him with fat things. Hydra, take Arch, Caryatid, say go. Actually, we'll attack Chomps, and I think I go ahead and blow up the Fable so he doesn't get to loot. Free the Fae. Treasure Cruise. Got game 2. Promising. Do I want Caryatid now on the play? Possibly. Over a Beanstalk. Run it like that because I want to be a little bit more fast. So an island. And passes. Play a tap land. Say go. Opt. Yes. Pathway. Young Pyromancer. Garen Brigg. Glimpse. Forest. Say go. I think I could play the district and be perfectly fine in this situation. I think we just pass. Makes a 1/1. Does not tap down. Plays a tap land. Smacks me for 3. We take it. Archdruid's Charm. Negate. We draw the Cav anyway, so, was perfectly fine either way. So I'm going to play the Sanctum. Play Cav. We still get the Sunken Citadel. We'll put that on green. And pass. Arclight Phoenix. Shoves. We'll block the Phoenix, which will spark him to use a removal spell, probably. But we will definitely exile. Yeah, and we will get back Cav. But Cav. We milled over Grazers. Hallelujah. And we just play a Forest, say go. So we'll Beseiju that. Arclight Phoenix. That happens. He is empty-handed. Passes. Pop that. Untap. Okay. Super based. Tarka. Okay. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. 1-0, baby. Let's get into the next. Forest. Grazer. Commercial District. I think I graveyard that. Say go. Den. Passes. This is mono red. I'm okay. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. Say go. It looks like it's mono red. So I think I'm okay with this match. Say go. Another mountain. Oh, this is goblins? No, right? There's no way this is goblins. Archdruid's Charm. Get Sunken Citadel on green. He untap. Play the land. Play Hydra. Draw. Oh my god, it actually paid off for me tapping correctly. So we get to go digging. I think I want to get Sanctum. Seems pretty based. And we'll just drop down a Glimpse. Get a Forest. Then that deck out. Say go. Mountain. You can't really attack, can you? Nope. Play a land. Play Cavalier. Draw a card. Another up the Beanstalk. Take a Sunken Citadel. Put it on red, I suppose. Got game 1. My first thinking is this. I think Ulamog is definitely the replacement for this. Probably trim on up the Beanstalk. Honestly, maybe I just keep it as is. Just swap out a Hornet Queen for this, because this at least clogs up the board. I don't like that. Smash. Okay, this is clearly a mid-range pile. Shock myself. Grazer. District. Graveyard. Say go. Mountain. Passes. Glimpse. Get a Forest. Citadel. On green. Pass the turn. Stomps my face. And that's reasonable. Mountain. Bone Crusher. Charm. I hate shocking myself. He has no companion. Cavalier. Oh my god, that's a lot. That was a lot of good cards. He passed the turn. Scoundrel. A Shadow Spear. I'm assuming he can't attack. And he passes another Cavalier. So Citadel on green. Play Cavalier number 2. Because why not? We take, I think, District here. It's either that or Citadel. I don't need Citadel. If it's Castle Garenbrig, I would consider it. So we'll take District. These districts are actually helpful. I don't need Caryatid. I need a payoff piece. Shove in for 5. Okay, these cards are good. I'm on the conclusion that districts are just good in this deck. Just due to the pure nature, there is cards we actively don't want to see after a certain point of the game. Scoops it up 2-2 with the deck. Let's get in the next. Oh my god, it's Bogles. Sure. Sunken Citadel on green, say go. So I definitely want a forest. I think I Caryatid. Tap land. Another aura. I think I have to just take it. So I'm at 7. Cavalier. I think I might have exact enough. Cavalier. It's not exactly GG's. Caryatid. Say go. And Dragon Lord of Tarka in my graveyard. Oh, there's a little toadstool in my... He can't attack. The Magic Historian just subbed. That means I have 2 extra mana. I can up the Beanstalk, draw a card. Hydra. Get me a nice 7/7. And I think I went District. So I can make sure I'm not drawing a land next turn. Don't want that. And pass the turn. A Generous Visitor. So he goes for a Blessing. Alright, so he puts it on this. That grows. He's probably getting all that glitters. Which, once he gets all that glitters, we're just going to blow all the glitters up. So that needs to resolve. He also can get... Yep, armor. Okay. Guess what, opponent? Pop, pop. There you go. Take it. Bye. Shoves in. Probably to redraw. And we're taking that block. I need to clean up your board. That is not what I want to see. So, and draw. Hydra. That's useful for next turn. Put that on red, I guess. Glimpse. Ramp. Ship the turn. I think I shove the Cav. I can't keep holding back because he has so many outs. That is not one of them, though. Jegs. That's fine. Are you just passing? Are we going to get down to a second Hydra? Oh, wait a minute. I don't even need that. So this plus this plus this equals having a good time. Up the Beanstalk. Draw. Play the Forest. Get me another chunky Hydra. Draw 2. Yes. Big boy. Okay. Go digging. District. Another big boy. Guess what, opponent? Have you ever seen a dragon before? Because that's a thing. Tarka. Draw a couple cards. I can't pay the ward, so, that's a thing. But shove in. Force you to chump the 11/11. Got it? Yes. Rule breaker. We also have return as a possible out here. Tarka is kind of medium. Even though I think Up the Beanstalk really helped me that last game, I think that's something like this is my configuration. Run it like that. Temple Garden. Now what? Scout. Hydra. That's not what I want. Sunken Citadel on green. Say go. Thuriel Armor. This is the scary start from him. Sunken Citadel on green. Say go. Another armor. Play the Caryatid. Pass the turn. Plays the Thicket. We gotta take it. Hushbringer. So I think Cavalier is guaranteed to be a bigger body. And I can't do anything else. So we just pass. So he's gonna go fighting. And I'm pretty sure that's game over. So we're gonna take Crap Ton. I have to chomp, I guess. What is that doing for me? So my only out right now is I have to pass. I think any other aura wins. And that isn't any other aura. Sure. I'm just gonna play it just because I die. So I think I do bring in that, cut the Ulamog, run it like that. So Sunken Citadel on green and pass. Play District. Yeah, I don't think it does anything and it doesn't do enough. So we'll pass. Srom for the opponent. Passes. Say go. I'm going to wait until you play an aura since he's our instant speed. Gets a +1/+1. Go ahead and Cosmos return. Alright, so now you got to waste your turn playing another threat. Skrelv. Cartouche. I mean, that's fine. Beseiju is a clutch draw. I think I'm going to play it safe. Cosmos return number 2. Yeah. Another Beseiju. Here comes the Cavalier. Take another Citadel. On green. And pass. Gets Jags. Plays a tap land. Just shove in there, I guess. Pass the turn. I like the position we're at right now. He's going to play a Jengatha. Oh. Gives it haste. Yeah, that happens. I got nothing better to do with these Besejus, so yeah, you're not gonna take advantage in the race war here. Hydra. What do you guys say about a Hydra opponent? Get an arch. Shove. Do you chump or do you take it? Takes it. All right, he's at 8. That's a light pause. What's your last card? All that glitters. Sure. What are you gonna grab though? Oh, gives it so he can have lifelink. That's fine. And a scout. He's tapped out, and I don't need this Beseju anymore. All I have to do is Ugin -2. Ugin -2. Shove. Got it. Bam. 3 and 2. So what did we learn this week about this deck? Overall, we went 3 and 2 with the deck. Quite good performance. I'm actually quite happy with it. We beat Izzet Phoenix. We beat Bogles, which is a deck I didn't think we could do. Sadly, the mono red player did have a little bit of a difficult time. We were able to get big really fast in that game matchup, though. It just seemed like they were not fast enough to even deal with us, which you would think would be kind of weird since ramp decks are usually slow. But I think the deck actually does ramp quite fast, so we can push out mid-range and penalize mid-range good enough. We did, however, lose to Control, and we did lose to Rakdos Sacrifice in Game 3. So those matchups felt a little bit trickier. If we'd faced Rakdos mid-range, we might have had a 4-1, but, you know, that is either here or there. And the only thing I'm considering is sideboard/lands. Sanctum of Ugin, I'm not sure if it's necessary. Is it better just to be able to cut... What land is good against Control? The problem is also they play Field of Ruin. So even if we got the Sanctum of Ugin like we did in our match, like they immediately just Field of Ruin it, and we weren't able to capitalize. Also, the Arch of Orza, Azaka, also had that issue. So they just kind of get snowball us and hit us. So I do want another utility land, I think, in this slot. Something maybe that's more suited for Control, especially since we don't have a lot of colorless things. Yes, we can play Ugin against Control, sack it, get a Ulamog. But if we play Ulamog, you can't really sack the Ugin, except for Game 2 and Game 3, where we bring in Rule Breaker over Dragon Lord Atarka. So that's where I'm kind of like hesitant. I'm not sure where I want to do with that. Other than that, I thought Returned, maybe should only be a 2 of. Maybe Hornet Queen should just be another Atarka. Because, I mean, you could argue that Atarka is just really good against Control. I mean, against aggro. And what matchup is Hornet Queen coming in that, you know, is not, does not get hurt by Atarka? So I'm not sure. If there's another threat, utility threat you guys think of that could be useful against Control, let me know down in the comment section. There's plenty of things, I guess, like the Carnosaur, the dinosaurs that are, can't be countered, have haste, or even Carnage Tyrant. Like, there is those options. I'm not sure if they're worth the effort. I definitely want something to deal with Control, because that is the best deck in the format, and I definitely want to tool this deck to be able to stand a chance against that matchup. Because if I could do that, I think this deck can get a 5-0, or we just dodge it. Until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend as well, and I'll talk to you soon.